All right, look at the tropics here. There is a bunch going on. We have Isaac, we have Joyce, we have tropical depression number 12. We've got an area way out in the Atlantic, and of course we have the one closer in. Of course, we have all this stuff going on way out there. None of that's of any real concern to us at this point. Our concern will continue to be what's happening a little closer in. Here's an area of disturbed weather. It's very broad and doesn't have a whole lot going on at the moment. If anything's going to happen down here, it's going to take its sweet time. I know this looks like deja vu all over again, as the great Yoga Berry said, but unfortunately, that's what we're looking at. Just another area that could possibly develop. Now, I showed you the American model. It showed a kind of a disorganized system here on Friday. The European system is even more disorganized. It just shows a broad area of disturbed weather all across the Gulf, basically. Nothing really coming together late in the week. So there's a lot of uncertainties here. The main thing is a front's going to be pulling on down late in the week. That's going to be trying to tear apart whatever develops down here and drag it off to the north and east. So there's going to be a lot of question marks here still. It just doesn't show a whole lot with the modeling. Now, what we are seeing is a real possibility of ramping up the rain, and you can see most of that heads towards central Florida. Not nearly as much up here. We're in the basically that blue is that 1 inch range. Purple's getting closer to 2 inches along the coastline, but it shows a lot of this deep tropical moisture heading over towards the peninsula of Florida. So my concern levels at this point are pretty low, but it's definitely something we got to keep an eye on because that gradual development is expected as it moves into the Gulf later in the week. Everything looks pretty messy and disorganized here at the moment with a lot of uncertainties. That said, definitely something to keep an eye on, and we certainly will here at Fox 10. So your concern levels at this point should be low, but just keep an eye on it, stay with us, and we'll keep an eye on it for you. Back home here, things are pretty quiet. Clear skies looking good here for today. Of course, once again, today is your Monday, getting off to work, getting off to school. The rest of the morning should be pretty good. Temperatures in the low 70s and warming on up later on in the morning into the 80s. This afternoon, we should be in the upper 80s in most spots. A few spots could hit 90 this afternoon. It should be dry as well, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies here throughout the day. Your beach forecast, low rip current risk next several days. So once again, that is great to say. Looking pretty good if you want to head to the beach for a late season run down to the beach. Why not? Tomorrow is October 1st, and it's not going to feel a whole lot like October. We're going to keep those temperatures up around 90 degrees. You do notice the rain chances bump up late in the week. We do have a front coming on in, so don't think that's just because of tropical moisture. Now, we could add some tropical moisture in there depending on what happens. Certainly, we'll see some cooler weather towards the end of the week, and next weekend we'll bump those temperatures down a bit. It's not a huge change, but there will be some cooler air behind that front. So we'll keep an eye on all this for you. Obviously, like I said, we're going to have to just kind of wait and see how things develop down there in the Gulf.